If you have Hashimoto's or other autoimmune disorders and you're doing everything right, eating healthy, taking your medication regularly, trying to reduce stress, but you're still exhausted, there's a high chance one overlooked mistake is keeping you stuck. I'm a registered nurse and I see this constantly in women whose labs look normal while their symptoms quietly get worse. And in many cases, it comes back to one thing: the gut. In this video, I'll show you the number one leaky gut mistake that keeps Hashimoto's flaring even when your thyroid numbers appear stable, and exactly what you need to do instead. Before I get into the mistake, let me tell you why your gut and immune system are far more connected than your doctor has probably ever explained to you. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Julie, a registered nurse, and I've been living with Hashimoto's and chronic fatigue syndrome for over 20 years. I've spent 2 decades digging into holistic, integrative, and functional medicine approaches and applying everything I've learned to my own body. And leaky gut? This is one topic I wish someone had sat me down and explained when I was first diagnosed. Because for years, I was doing all the right things. I was on medication, I was eating what I thought was healthy, I was managing stress, and still I felt awful. It wasn't until I started addressing my gut, specifically intestinal permeability, what we call leaky gut, that things finally started to shift for me. So today, I want to break this down in a way that actually makes sense and give you something concrete you can start working on this week. Here's what most people with Hashimoto's don't realize. Up to 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. So if your gut is inflamed, your immune system is inflamed, and that means your thyroid is under attack. Let me explain what leaky gut actually is, because the term gets thrown around a lot, and I want you to truly understand it. Your gut lining is only one cell layer thick. Think of it like a fine mesh screen. It's designed to let nutrients through while keeping toxins, undigested food particles, and bacteria out. But when that lining becomes damaged from chronic stress, inflammatory foods, infections, or medications like NSAIDs, ibuprofen, and the like, those tight junctions loosen. Particles that should never leave your gut start crossing into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees them, panics, and mounts an attack. And here's where it gets critical for Hashimoto's specifically. Some of those food proteins, particularly gliadin from gluten, can look remarkably similar to thyroid tissue in your immune system. This is called molecular mimicry. So your immune system, trying to attack what came through that leaky gut wall, accidentally starts attacking your thyroid too. This is why just treating the thyroid, just adjusting your medication, will never fully address Hashimoto's. The root is in the gut. So what's the number one mistake? Stay with me, because I promise once you see it, you can't unsee it. The number one leaky gut mistake I see in women with Hashimoto's and other autoimmune disorders make is this. They focus entirely on adding supplements and healing foods without first removing the triggers that are keeping the gut inflamed. I call this the add before remove trap. You're adding L-glutamine, collagen, peptides, probiotics, bone broth, all wonderful things, but you're still eating gluten at times, you're still drinking that glass of wine, you're still on a medication that's depleting your gut lining. It's like trying to fill a bucket that still has holes in it. And I'm not here to shame anyone. We're here for grace. But I did this for years too. I was buying several gut supplements while continuing to eat the foods that were quietly driving my inflammation. Integrative health and functional medicine approaches that I use to restore my health start with an elimination first mindset. Gluten drives molecular mimicry and directly increases intestinal permeability. Refined sugar and processed seed oils feed inflammatory gut bacteria and degrade the mucosal lining. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which directly loosens tight junctions in the gut wall. Now, here's the good news, and there is good news. The gut is incredibly resilient. When you remove the triggers and give it the right support, it can heal. Let me walk you through exactly how. So here's the framework I use and that I teach, built around the remove, replace, reinoculate, and repair approach that integrative healthcare promotes. Step 1, remove the triggers. Start with a 30-day elimination of gluten and conventional grains, refined sugar and alcohol, industrial seed oils like canola, soybean, and corn oil, conventional dairy. For many women, casein is a secondary trigger. Step 2, replace with gut supportive foods. Now we can talk about adding things in. Focus on bone broth, rich in collagen, glycine, and minerals that directly repair the gut lining. I make my own bone broth from my own recipe. Cooked vegetables, easier on an inflamed gut than raw. Omega-3 rich foods, wild salmon, sardines, and walnuts to lower gut inflammation. Fermented foods, sauerkraut, kimchi, coconut yogurt to begin restoring microbial diversity. Step 3, reinoculate with probiotics. Once triggers are removed, targeted probiotics can help rebuild the gut microbiome. Look for strains like Lactobacillus rhamnosus and Bifidobacterium longum. Both are shown in research to reduce intestinal permeability and modulate immune response. Step 4, repair the gut lining. Now your supplements will actually work. Key nutrients for gut repair are L-glutamine, the primary fuel source for intestinal cells, zinc, carnosine, shown to stabilize the gut lining, DGL, which is deglycyrrhizated licorice. This soothes and coats the gut wall. Collagen peptides, these are building blocks for connective tissue throughout the gut. I want to share one more thing that most gut healing protocols completely miss. And it's the piece I believe made the biggest difference for me personally. Here's what nobody talks about enough. You can eat perfectly, you can take every supplement, but if your nervous system is stuck in chronic fight or flight, your gut will not heal. The gut and brain are in constant communication via the vagus nerve. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which loosens tight junctions, slows gut motility, and suppresses the beneficial bacteria you're trying to grow. For women with autoimmune disease, nervous system regulation is not a luxury. It is a medicine. Practical tools I use personally and recommend: vagal toning. Somatic exercises are wonderful. I use an evidence-based program that takes just minutes a day and works wonders to calm my nervous system. To learn more, the link is in the description below. Humming and deep diaphragmatic breathing are also very helpful for a quick reset during the workday. Eating in a calm, seated state, not at your desk, not scrolling your phone. Prioritizing sleep, because gut repair happens at night. These aren't soft suggestions, they are biological requirements for gut healing. Let's bring this full circle. The number one leaky gut mistake keeping Hashimoto's flaring is trying to heal the gut while still leaving the triggers in place. The solution is a 4-step approach. Remove the inflammatory triggers first, replace with gut supportive whole foods, reinoculate the microbiome with targeted probiotics, repair the gut lining with key nutrients, and don't forget the nervous system. It is the missing piece. If this video resonated with you, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more women who need this information. And don't forget to subscribe because I post new videos every week on holistic, integrative approaches to Hashimoto's, chronic fatigue, and autoimmune health. I want to hear from you in the comments below. What has been your biggest gut healing challenge since your Hashimoto's or your autoimmune diagnosis? Your story might help another woman feel less alone. And if you know someone quietly pushing through autoimmune issues, please share this video with her. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is help someone feel seen. Your body isn't failing you. It's asking for safety. Thank you for joining me today. If you would like to go deeper into these subjects, I've put together a free autoimmune energy workbook. It includes a symptom tracker, a root cause lab checklist, and a 7-day starter reset plan. The link is in the description below. Please take care of yourself because you deserve to feel well. And remember, we're all in this together. I'll see you in the next video.